Welcome back to the Celebrity Died News channel. In recent days, we've received heartbreaking news about the loss of some truly extraordinary talents. Today's episode is devoted to celebrating their legacies. We'll also take a moment to remember the stars we've lost in recent times. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals has had an impact on you, please consider giving it a thumbs up as a gesture of respect and remembrance.
Jason Kelce to host Late Night Show on ESPN starting final week of NFL season. Jason Kelce is set to make his debut in late night television early next year during an appearance on ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live. On Thursday night, Kelce revealed that he will host a new show called They Call It Late Night with Jason Kelce on ESPN. The one-hour show will be filmed over 5 consecutive Friday nights, starting on January 3rd, coinciding with the final week of the NFL regular season and the start of the playoffs. The show will be filmed live in front of an audience at Union Transfer in Philadelphia. The first 4 episodes will air at 1 a.m. EST beginning January 4th, with the final episode scheduled for 1:30 a.m. EST on February 1st. I've always loved late night shows. I remember watching Conan O'Brien with my friends during sleepovers, Kelce shared on Kimmel's show. We'll have plenty of guests, game legends, former teammates, coaches, and celebrities. The Philadelphia-based band Snack Time will provide the show's music. The title of the show is a tribute to NFL Films' first full-length film from 1967. They call it Pro Football. NFL Films, founded in Philadelphia by Ed and Steve Sabol, was later inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The iconic voice of John Facenda, known for narrating NFL films, also got his start in Philadelphia news before his legendary role with NFL Films. NFL Films will collaborate with Kelce's Waterboy Productions and Skydance Sports to produce the show. In addition to airing on ESPN, each episode will be available for replay on ESPN2 and can also be streamed on ESPN Plus and ESPN's YouTube channel, along with Kelce's own YouTube channel. Kelce is in his first year of a multi-year deal with ESPN, where he also appears on Monday Night Countdown and provides halftime and post-game analysis. After spending 13 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles, Kelce retired at the end of last season and has become a highly sought-after former player for media networks. He was a participant in last year's NFL Broadcasting and Media Workshop, previously known as the Broadcast Boot Camp. Kelce has also made headlines for other reasons recently. On November 2nd, ahead of the Penn State-Ohio State game, Kelce had an altercation with a fan in State College, Pennsylvania, who heckled him with an anti-gay slur directed at his brother, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, regarding his relationship with pop star Taylor Swift. Video footage showed Kelce grabbing the fan's phone and throwing it to the ground. He later apologized for the incident on ESPN on November 4th. On Thursday night, Kelce had another encounter with a fan outside the El Capitan Entertainment Center in Hollywood, where Jimmy Kimmel Live More is taped. In video obtained by TMZ, Kelce explained that he doesn't sign autographs for people who follow him around. After being confronted and shouted at for over 2 minutes, Kelce eventually got out of the car and signed autographs, even shaking hands with the man who had been berating him. John Allison dies, acclaimed television and film actress, known for Bonanza, Gunsmoke, and Perry Mason, passes away at 94. John Allison, a veteran television actress known for her compelling and memorable roles in numerous iconic TV series, including Bonanza, Gunsmoke, and Perry Mason, has passed away at the age of 94. According to her family, Jean died on February 28th in Rancho Palos Verdes, California. While the cause of death has not been officially disclosed, her passing marks the end of a remarkable life and career that spanned decades in the entertainment industry. A life in television and film. Throughout her illustrious career, Jean Allison became a familiar and cherished figure in the world of television. A versatile and skilled character actress, she was known for her ability to seamlessly slip into various roles, often playing characters that were both relatable and complex. She appeared in over 140 television episodes during her extensive career, making her one of the most recognizable faces in 20th century American television. Many of her roles, though sometimes brief, made a lasting impact on viewers who came to admire her talent. Allison was part of some of the most popular and influential television series in history, Her guest appearances spanned across a wide range of genres, from westerns to dramas to police procedurals. Her most prominent roles were on shows like Bonanza, Gunsmoke, and Perry Mason. But she also appeared in a multitude of other beloved shows, including Charlie's Angels, The Detectives, Emergency, Hawaiian Eye, Starsky and Hutch, and The Waltons. Each appearance allowed her to showcase her ability to bring depth to her characters, making them memorable even if she only appeared in a single episode. One of the key aspects of Allison's acting style was her natural ability to create chemistry with her co-stars. She could hold her own in scenes with some of the most legendary actors of her time, yet she was always able to shine through as an individual, offering a unique presence in every show she joined. Whether she was playing a romantic interest, a mother, or a supporting character, Allison's portrayals were marked by a level of authenticity that made her performances stand out. Early life and education. Jean Allison was born on October 24, 1929, in Tarrytown, New York. Growing up in a small town in the Northeast, she developed a love for the arts early in her life. Surrounded by the cultural richness of New York, she was drawn to performance and storytelling from a young age. She demonstrated a particular talent for singing and acting, honing her skills as a teenager and dreaming of a future in show business. After high school, Allison attended Adelphi College on Long Island, where she further pursued her education in the arts. She studied various forms of performance and quickly found her niche in the world of acting. Her college years were critical in shaping her future career, as she was able to build a foundation that would support her transition into professional acting. In addition to her formal education, Jean studied under the guidance of renowned acting teacher Sanford Meisner, one of the most influential acting coaches of the time. Meisner's approach to acting, emphasizing improvisation, emotional truth, and connection with fellow actors, had a profound impact on Allison's style and technique. Her ability to create genuine, relatable characters on screen was a direct result of the training she received under Meisner's mentorship. Allison's career truly began to take shape when she was spotted in a stage performance of the drama Teach Me How to Cry. Her work on stage caught the attention of casting agents, leading to her first professional screen role. In 1957, she made her television debut in an episode of General Electric Theater, a popular CBS anthology series that featured different stories each week, often based on literature or current events. Allison's performance in this episode marked the beginning of her long and successful television career. Though her early television roles were often one-off appearances or smaller parts, it quickly became apparent that Allison had a unique ability to command attention. Her skills as an actress continued to evolve as she took on increasingly complex roles, and soon she was appearing regularly on some of the most watched shows in the country. Charlie Griffin dies boating accident claims the life of Wicked Tuna, captain and his dog. Charlie Griffin, the beloved captain from Wicked Tuna. Outer Banks tragically passed away in a presumed boating accident along with his dog, Layla. The incident occurred somewhere between Sunday evening and Monday morning, when Griffin's boat was reported missing. A subsequent search by the Coast Guard led to the discovery of the boat, as well as the bodies of Griffin and his dog, found near Oregon Inlet in North Carolina. A second person who had been aboard the vessel remained unaccounted for by Monday evening. The tragic news was confirmed on March 4th via a post on the Reels of Fortune Facebook page, which read, "It is with the deepest sadness we report that Charlie Griffin and his beloved dog, Layla, have passed away in a boating accident today, March 4th. Please keep family and friends in your thoughts and prayers. We will forever remember Griff." Details of the incident. The U.S. Coast Guard received a report early on the morning of March 4th, 2024, about a missing vessel traveling from Virginia to Wanchese, North Carolina. The 35-foot vessel, identified as the Reels of Fortune, was found off the coast of Pea Island. Upon inspection, the body of Charlie Griffin Jr., also known as Griff, along with the body of his dog Layla, was discovered ashore near the site. The vessel appeared to have capsized near Oregon Inlet. While Griffin and his dog were recovered, another person who had been aboard the boat was still missing at the time of the discovery. As the investigation continued, the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission took the lead, with assistance from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, National Park Service, NC Marine Fisheries, Dare County Sheriff's Office, and the U.S. Coast Guard. Authorities were working together in hopes of locating the missing person and understanding the cause of the capsizing. Griff's legacy on Wicked Tuna, Outer Banks. Charlie Griff Griffin had become a familiar face to fans of Wicked Tuna, Outer Banks, appearing in seasons 2 through 5 of the series. His role as the captain of the Reels of Fortune brought him into the spotlight as he and his crew competed to catch the prized bluefin tuna in the treacherous waters off the coast of North Carolina. Over the years, Griff became known for his determination, skill, and love of fishing, earning him a dedicated following of viewers who admired his hard work and passion for the sport. Griffin's journey on Wicked Tuna, Outer Banks showcased not only his professional prowess as a fisherman, but also his bond with the sea. His presence on the show, along with his quiet yet commanding leadership style, made him a standout in the series. His crew on the Reels of Fortune often worked in close-knit harmony, navigating the unpredictable waters and high-stakes tuna fishing industry. His episodes brought viewers along on thrilling fishing expeditions filled with suspense and excitement. Many fans of the show have expressed their grief over the loss of Griff, reflecting on how his spirit and personality were a significant part of the Wicked Tuna family. His portrayal of a seasoned fisherman on the Outer Banks was more than just about catching fish. It was about living life with dedication, respect for the ocean, and camaraderie with his crew. Griff's sudden passing left many in shock, especially considering the tragic circumstances of the boating accident. The Reels of Fortune, the boat he captained, was reportedly overdue when the Coast Guard received a distress call and a search mission was launched. The boat was found near Pea Island, and while the Coast Guard initially focused on finding the missing individual, the discovery of Griff's body along with Layla, his dog, brought a somber end to the search. While the details of the accident are still being investigated, the authorities have stated that the Reels of Fortune likely capsized somewhere near Oregon Inlet, a notoriously dangerous area for boaters due to strong currents and unpredictable weather patterns. The ongoing investigation aims to determine what caused the boat to overturn and whether there were any contributing factors that led to the tragic incident. As of the latest reports, the missing person's whereabouts remain unknown. Griff's impact and the love of the Outer Banks. Charlie Griffin's death has left a profound impact on the fishing community, both locally in North Carolina and among fans of Wicked Tuna worldwide. Beyond his role as a television personality, Griffin was a dedicated fisherman and a fixture in the Outer Banks community. Known for his work ethic and love for the waters off North Carolina, Griff was part of a long tradition of fishermen who relied on the sea for their livelihood and passion. The Outer Banks, a chain of barrier islands off the coast of North Carolina, is known. Joe Camp, the writer, director, and producer who created the iconic Benji franchise, has passed away at the age of 84. He died today at his home in Bell Buckle, Tennessee, following a prolonged illness. His passing was confirmed by his son, director Brandon Camp, who shared the news with Deadline. Camp was surrounded by family at the time of his death. Joe Camp is best known for his work on the Benji series, which began in 1974 and went on to span decades. His creation of the lovable Mutt, which became a beloved Hollywood dog alongside legends like Lassie and Rin Tin Tin, left an indelible mark on film and television. In addition to the Benji franchise, Camp co-wrote and directed Homps, a 1976 Western comedy that swapped horses for camels, and the 1979 mystery film The Double MacGuffin, starring Ernest Borgnine and George Kennedy. While he also authored a series of books about horses, including the popular The Soul of a Horse and Why Horses Are Barefoot, his most enduring legacy in Hollywood remains the Benji character. The dog who portrayed Benji in the original 1974 film was a small golden mixed breed named Higgins, who had already gained popularity as the dog named Dog on the CBS sitcom Petticoat Junction. Owned and trained by the renowned animal trainer Frank Inn, Higgins played the title role in the Benji films until his death in 1975 at the age of 17. Afterward, the role was carried on by Higgins' descendants. Born Joseph S. Camp Jr. on April 20th, 1939, in St. Louis, Missouri, Camp initially pursued a career in advertising before deciding to create a live-action film featuring a dog. Inspired by the Disney animated classic Lady and the Tramp, Camp took the bold step of self-financing and producing the Benji movie on a budget of $500,000. Despite having the film turned down by every major Hollywood studio, Camp's persistence paid off when Benji went on to become a massive success, grossing $39.6 million in the United States and becoming one of the top-grossing films of 1974 and 1975. Following the success of the original film, production began in 1976 on a sequel, For the Love of Benji, which was once again independently financed, with Camp taking on the roles of writer, director, and executive producer. The sequel was released in 1977, and the same year Camp also co-wrote, produced, and co-directed a 30-minute ABC special titled The Phenomenon of Benji. This special was followed by another ABC special, Benji's Very Own Christmas Story, which was released in 1978 and earned an Emmy nomination. By 1979, the Benji franchise had gained enough popularity to attract the attention of a major studio. 20th Century Fox came on board, and Chevy Chase, fresh from Saturday Night Live, co-starred with Benji in the 1980 film Oh Heavenly Dog. Camp co-wrote, produced, and directed the film, which became another successful chapter in the Benji series. The Benji franchise continued to expand in the years that followed, with various TV specials, films, and video releases, including Benji at Marineland, Benji the Hunted, and a 2018 reboot of the film on Netflix, directed by Joe Camp's son, Brandon Camp. The Benji legacy, which began with Joe Camp's original creation, has continued to captivate audiences for nearly 5 decades. Joe Camp is survived by his wife, Kathleen, his sons, Joe and Brandon, and his stepchildren, David, Dylan, and Allegra. His legacy in the world of family films and his role in creating one of Hollywood's most beloved canine characters will be remembered for generations to come.